December evening. Thank you so much. Now, most of you know I'm Jane, and this is Neil. And we've got my daughter Miriam, and her boyfriend Colin behind, and you'll see them at the end. But it's not just us doing this, because I actually need rather a lot of help, especially from the children, in making some of the noises. Okay. It's a shadow puppet play, and I think I need to turn this one on. I probably do. And so I'll sort of give you the idea when I want your help. You might be going, it's cold, or you might be going, pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter, like that to make rain. Or you might be stamping, running up and down stairs. Or you might be going, whoosh, like that with the wind. Is it somebody coming in here? Is that somebody, or is it you? No. Is it anybody? No, it's not nobody, sorry. Right. So, I think it is time for us to begin. Now, our story starts in a place rather like here. In fact, it is here.
Well,
and there are two, it's in Spring Hill co-housing. Oh. And there are two children who live here, called Jack and Jill. And first of all, we're going to meet Jill. Hello, Jill! Wave to her. Now, Jill's quite clever, because she can play the maracas. Oh, there you play. Brilliant. And she's got a brother whose name is Jack. Oops, and something's happened where maybe we'll get rid of it. Right, here's Jack. And Jack is extremely clever because he's very good at juggling. And he can't just juggle like that. He can even juggle when he's jumping up and down. So he's extremely clever. So Jack and Jill lived in Spring Hill co-housing, and in the co-housing there was a very big, tall building with a top floor, a middle floor, and a ground floor called the common house. Nearby, on the other side of the green, there was a tree with a swing. And on the green there was the most beautiful little tiny, tiny Christmas tree. Jill and Jack's adventure began on a day very like today in December. It was rather a rainy day. There were a few clouds in the sky. Even though the sun was shining, it looked as if it might rain. Jill and Jack looked at the little Christmas tree in the garden. They came running out to look at it. Oh, they said, what a beautiful Christmas tree it is, but it is a bit small, isn't it? And it doesn't seem to have anything to decorate it. Would be lovely if it was bigger and if it was decorated, but never mind. It is a very nice Christmas tree. And Jill said, do you think we could find something from the secret garden to decorate it with? And Jack said, no, I think it's about to rain. And just as he said that, the sun went in, the whole sky grew dark, black rain clouds swept in from the west. There was a flash of lightning, flashes of lightning, and another one, and another one, and then there was a loud bang, and you can help me with this, of thunder. Then, I'm sorry to say, it began to rain. The rain was quite gentle at first, and you could perhaps make a little bit of gentle noise of raining. But it got stronger and stronger and stronger, and finally it rained so hard that Jill and Jack ran inside the common house. Jill heard the rain and she put on her wellies and she came back outside with an umbrella because she was rather worried that the Christmas tree would get wet. But the rain carried on so heavy, we don't have to do the noise of it, but it was very, very, very noisy. So she rushed back inside and she and Jack stayed inside and watched the rain from the window. At last, the rain stopped. And the clouds rolled away. But I'm sorry to say that it had rained so hard that a river burst its banks and the green was starting to fill up with water. The flood waters began to rise slowly higher and higher. And first of all the little tree, and then even the big tree was swept away by the flood water. Jill and Jack ran upstairs to the middle floor, and you can help them with their feet running upstairs. And they forgot something that was on the ground floor, so they ran back. They took the table from his racket or something, and then they ran back up. And then as they ran, the floodwaters went even higher, so they ran up to the top. Yes. And at the end, they ended up on top of the roof. They were cold up there, they shivered. Jack said, "Oh no, our Christmas tree has disappeared. It's been pulled away by the water. Where on earth can we find it? We might have to find some children to help us to find it." But Jill was more worried about the flood. "How are we going to get off this roof?" she said. And just as she said that, a boat came floating along the floodwater. It sailed right up to the common house and bumped into the roof. It was an empty boat, so Jill and Jack thought, let's jump out into the boat. And so they jumped in. And then the wind came up and it carried the boat away across the water. And you do lovely wind noises. And the common house went receding in the other direction. Oh, yes, it did. Don't worry, it was safe. And Jill and Jack thought, this is such a good wind that we'll put up the sail on the boat. And they put up the sail on the boat and it gently blew, the wind blew them gently. The water went down a little bit and they settled in the middle of the ocean or the water, and to their astonishment they noticed down through the water a beautiful fish swimming by underwater, and then a seahorse. Oh. And finally a